This disaster save is impossible to beat without cheese, and that's despite it being on civilian difficulty. The starting situation doesn't look too bad. We have a sizable army with 200 units, the stockpiles are low, but we won't be hearing
"The people loathe you, sire"
for a while, and we are playing on civilian difficulty, which gives us buffs like minus 80% lack of resource penalty, 50% less fuel consumption, and 30% production efficiency cap. The player didn't even do that much wrong with their research. There definitely are improvements to be had, like researching a single AA tech, but I've also seen worse situations there. The main issues we have in this situation is that the Allied offensive is in full force. We've lost the Rhineland already, all of Bavaria is gone, and most of our army is not even defending. They are hiding in the east. The majority of the tiles in the west do not even have a single German troop in them. And while we do have 500k manpower in the stockpiles, this is on all adult serve and gone as soon as the Allies take a couple more states. And since we're playing Germany, we also have the economy of conquest, which means we won't be building any buildings until we can borrow some gold. Oh, I think I forgot to mention the worst part. The previous player is poor, which means there are no DLCs. I won't be able to abuse factions, air or tank designers, or even spies for... well, I guess we wouldn't be able to afford them anyway. The last disaster save made me cry because I always felt super close to finally winning. This just straight up felt impossible. The only reason this disaster got beaten is cheese. And at this point, I'm just glad it's over. No autarky, of course. Nothing of this useful stuff down here, which is not at all useful. Japan is currently losing in China. It's only 1944 almost. What the fuck is that? Boosting party pop. Ow! Are we still... no, we are on autarky. How do we have minus 430 steel? Okay, we gotta fix that. I think I'm actually gonna switch over to Göring so we can get all of the resources here. For some reason, I thought Göring and Speer were exclusive, so I didn't get him yet. But getting him ASAP is the play, I think. Defend the fatherland. Usually I don't pick it, since the 15% supply consumption is just so nice. I mean, it's just 10% division attack on core territory that would just help us stabilize a lot. I'm gonna get the salvage captured equipment just because we need every little piece of gun and equipment that we can get. Then let's take a look. We're doing campaigns right now and we're attacking the Soviets, which I don't think is a good idea considering we are currently losing Erfurt and Kassel. I do not think pushing into Ukraine is a priority right now, Mr. Hitler. All adults. I really don't like that we have all adults. We're at 18.7 right now. We'll probably won't be able... This is an earlier patch. We still can get desperate defense here. We would lose mission type tactics, which I'm perfectly fine with. All right. We have 108 army XP. Desperate defense. We can switch over right now. Large unit tactics, of course, also really nice. At least I think it is in this patch. Yeah, this is after the Japan DLC, but before the Great Czechoslovakia DLC. Has this decision always been here? Oh, is it because... interesting. I think you get this decision because you have Italy as a puppet. That's cute. Could get more engineer tech. And I'm also gonna spec into field hospitals. Maybe we might spec into maintenance later. We have no AA tech. That's very nice. It's not useful at all. And, oh, fuck's sake. Just give me the fighter designer. I want my plane designer. Oh, we have the old decryption. I would usually cancel it, but it's only 35 days for 8% more research speed, so we might as well leave it running. It's very nice that you're getting advanced computing machines, and we don't have construction 5 yet. The main things I would improve right now is focus more on AA tech. Don't get the RT tech, or, you know, if you want to, but, you know, focus on the AA tech first. Get engineers. In our current situation, field hospitals are molto bene. Logistics, right now, definitely not a priority. So if we have any units with logistics in them, I'm gonna pull logistics out of them. Yo, bit surprising that the player went for so many different planes. Spec is absolutely dog shit. Why do we not have Haldor? Usually I don't pick Rundstedt, I pick Dornberger, so we got a little bit more research speed, but it's fine. I can't even knock you for Heydrich right now. Getting another 2% division defense on core territory is useless, but I mean, it's better than getting minus 5% stability. Admittedly, the rest of Celta is still better. Production output, dockyard output, and efficiency growth. would be much better than 2% division defense. Okay, we have a gigantic deficit of steel. We have 110 civilian factories on consumer goods out of 330 factories, which leaves us with 0 factories, and we are building civilian factories because, well, we don't have factories anymore, but you should really just build military factories. Okay, I'm gonna cancel all the unit productions. We have a 7-1 division. Just remove the artillery and it's much better. Why do we have an African theater? Let me guess, we have no African holdings. The African theater is everything south of Germany. Legitimately, this is such a mess. I'm not even gonna bother. Might as well merge everyone into one stack. That leaves us with 260 divisions. I don't really like what this guy did with Rome. Yeah, Guderian is fine for our tanks. I would really like to avoid using Rundstedt because of the old guard. I'm gonna level model up. I am just gonna delete all of the units over here. Yeah, let's delete all of the French units if I can. Penal battalions. That is very nice. I appreciate the enthusiasm. We have 100 of the infantry 1938B, 54 of the infantry 1940A, with anti-tank. Well, in theory. Why do you have an... I feel like this player is just role-playing a little bit. With an anti-tank battalion. Kosaken Kavallerie? Bro, what the fuck do you have that for? Why is Turkey organizing a coup against Norway? Okay, that's kind of good. Remove the anti-tank, remove the motorized recon, and don't make it 18 width. Then this is kind of good. Okay, you are definitely gonna get turned into this infantry. We have a couple of light tanks that I assume, yep, is everything but a light tank. Yeah, it is light tank. What the fuck? Why make a light tank battalion and then add medium tanks to slow them down? The only reason I could think of why somebody would do this is because they want light tanks because they're cheaper, and then they want the medium tanks for a little bit more oomph. But at that point, just make a couple more medium tanks and motorized. Save yourself the trouble of designing light tanks. And okay, admittedly, you don't have to design tanks with this, but still, you have to research them. That is valuable research that we lost in other areas. Anyway, yeah, the light tanks, they are getting trashed. What are those mountaineers? Okay, yeah, we can improve them. It's not on my priority list right now. There we go. Okay, that is really good. All right, we're gonna remove the artillery from this one. Just make this a bit more chunky, just so we bump our HP up with them. If I don't forget about it, I would like to turn Bock into a field marshal later, but I will probably forget about it. Let's be real here. We're actually building a semi-proper navy. Please tell me we have ship design. We have ship designer, yes! It is part of base game. Praise be Paradox. I can build proper ships later. We have planes, but no fuel. It's not really any point to do any raiding or anything with our ships right now. We are spending all of our planes on Eastern Poland right now, but Eastern Poland is not a core, so it is a much brighter idea to defend German country, and that is what we shall do. Because we don't have the plane designer, we are fighting against AI that has the same designs as us, so it's honestly just a game of who can invest more fighters. And big news, we cannot. Oh no, Spain! What? How did you get Republican Spain? We're gonna draw a fallback line because I don't think we can afford to defend what we have right now. Oh, what? How are you not encircled? I hate Hearts of Iron 4. The craziest part about disaster saves like that is always just some of these people have 200 divisions, but they're nowhere near where they should be. The only conceivable way that I can think of how this happened is the player was playing like this. Okay, I'm gonna press my arrow and micro the Soviet front. And then 2 years later, they start looking, oh fuck, Italy capped and Hugo is here and I have to dump half my army over here. If they can make it, they get to live another day. Oh! One of them does get to live another day. Why are they escaping so slowly? It's your fucking life! Come on! Run! I hate those divisions. I'll have whoever's responsible for this court-martialed. That's 11 divisions. One of them a tank. I might as well start working on a super heavy howitzer. I have to get out of this rut somehow. At this point, this is just the other nightmare disaster save that I had. We're gonna have the Battle of the Silo Heights, like that one Hoi 4 mod. Oh, never mind. Those are somewhat reasonable borders for World War II. So long as I don't zoom out. I don't think I would be pro-Soviet if this is how Poland looked. We can do like Hamburg, Sudetenland, up to Köslin. I do not give a shit about the super heavy battleship, I'm gonna be real. That looks like a very pathetic defense, if I'm being honest. If the Soviets were quicker, this wouldn't actually be an issue. But they're just not pushing over the river line. Berlin! Pin them here. I really don't like this tile. This is so undefended. Shoot France. It gives us 3% war support. Why do we have 16 up here? I cannot! This is ridiculous. That's short for the ridiculous. Okay, that's kind of fucked up that the Soviets are not sending anything on the front. I think it is finally time to do the final blow to communism. Our entire supply lines just collapsed somehow. I am currently doubting that Micro will even save this. There's just so much crap coming at us. Where is it? Army training, let's go! The only focus that matters! Bro, those tanks don't even have good stats. But it doesn't matter, they are tanks. And I have effectively penal battalions. I'm letting them fight for every single centimeter of German soil. And I don't think it's enough. Every single time I look up here, it's just red. And the battle is ending soon every single time. And let's swap into large unit tactics. We are slowly building a couple of pockets here and there where I can just funnel divisions into the more problematic areas. We are at 84%. So I'm gonna stop army training and we're gonna get Göring. Oh my god! 32 reserves in Silo and everyone is out of org. Looking good. I should just shut up. Opening my mouth is not a good idea. Even if I'm getting paid for it. Bro, I got fucking reinforced memed in 2026. The worst part about reinforced meming is it never comes from your enemies. It always comes from your allies. Can I please select... Thank you. The 6 divisions that are hiding behind the divisions that are hiding behind the other divisions. By Odin. It doesn't stop. No time to reorg. Just constant attacks and attacks and attacks. I'm gonna shuffle the weak links out now. There we go. We're gonna replace all of the green ones with trained ones, and then once they are regulars, we can replace the regulars. It's just 25% combat stats that we just straight up gain by doing this. Oh, I can't select a battle tactic. It's probably no step back DLC. We lost the tile again! Oh. I would love it if there was a setting where the divisions only attack or go back into battle if they are high on org. Bit of a dumb one, but maybe. We just have to kill these quickly enough. We lost Berlin. But we got the tile to the north. Can pin Berlin. Oh, this is not connected. I think without Berlin it's cooked. Because this tile will fall. And Silo, once again, doesn't get any reinforcements. And now this tile falls because I can't reinforce here. Because these will just constantly be attacked. We could actually potentially stabilize here. Oh, if we lose Stettin, that is it. But I can't really reinforce it. We just vibe reinforcing it at this point. Our special forces are soon ready. Can take it. I would have liked to get encirclement. Pushing them back, sir. And load you is up on mortar. Yes, I think the war is won now. Fuck it, scraping the barrel, let's go. It doesn't change anything anyway. Then I will consolidate a couple of divisions. Why would you ever pick flexible line? Holy shit. I think that's the first time that I've seen somebody pick flexible line. I didn't even know the name of this tech. Dangerous naval invasion up here. Thank you. Thank you, Goebbels, for keeping me up to date. I don't think there's any point to send a Wehrbauern to the Eastern European Reichskommissariate right now. You're not gonna get my men, Rosenberg. I want them for myself. for Germany. I bet the ships weren't great anyway. Why is Turkey so aggressive? They really want to bring kebab to Germany in this timeline. Now that I think about this, why don't I just do this? There we go. Ideally, we just push into Berlin. I'm not sure we can do it. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna pin here. There we go. We didn't get the encirclement. We overran! We overran! First time that I've seen this in this campaign. Ah, the Vijo bunker is back. That gave us 8 rubber. Yes, beautiful. We have a total of 23 civilian factories. 22 are used to produce consumer goods, leaving us with 0 available for trade. I could make a joke that I failed math, but I did not. And I don't think that maths out entirely. And at this point, we have technically won, because all I need to do is kill these divisions, wait a second for the allies to reinforce here, and then we can take the divisions out again. I am not going to abuse this. That's just plain boring. I want to fight out of this properly. I don't think that's good for me. China's probably gonna die against the Soviets, and then that just means that the PRC will get all of China. 510 convoys? Bruder, leck Ei, Alter. Those pushes are not great. We are running out of gun. I really wouldn't mind getting navally invaded right about now, allies. I mean, I would hate being navally invaded right now. It would ruin my day. I would shoot myself in my bunker. I think I'm gonna leave the Soviets alone. They're an easier target between the Allies and the Soviets, but I do doubt that I can do anything about them. Please don't let me lose my facility. I just want to finish my super heavy howitzer. And we lost a tile north of Berlin. Hold on, I need my fucking wonder weapon. That's the only way we can win this war. We lost 15% progress. How did I get the Swiss gold if we're at war with Switzerland? I will never complete the howitzer. It's just gonna get bombed anytime I make progress. The gun situation is just crazy. The thing is, we can hold, but holding is not good enough. We need to push somewhere to get guns, and we can't push the Soviets. They are too industrially superior to us. I'm gonna try if I can get into Magdeburg, I guess. Although that doesn't unlock anything. We're genuinely just winning because they don't reinforce. Oh, we have a little bit of efficiency. Just a smidge. I think mainly because we do not have factories anymore. Honestly, I should have... There we go. I should have swapped to Vereinigte Stahlwerke much earlier. Not that we had the PP for it. Oh, Hannover, brother. That's 13 steel. And a little bit of oil. We are outside of our efficient plane zone, though. Wait. Okay, we gotta take Sachsen. I think you needed both Leipzig and Dresden to get it. Right, let's get Leipzig. Bro, they actually broke through up here. Okay, we gotta do some pins then. Got it back. Okay, we are in deficit mode again. Time to lock in. Actually, I feel like this tile should be easily takeable. Got a pin here and here. Mom! They're pushing from Lüneburg again. We need to secure Lübeck. Bro, you are being pinned! I hate it how DAI can just sometimes say, no, I'm not. This looks very bad, but if we can turn this around, we can actually encircle a ton of divisions now. Look at this. There are 86 divisions in this one tile. This truly is late game Hoi 4. There we go. We're losing Dresden again. Come on. Oh! Counter encirclement. Now we gotta clean it the fuck up quickly. There's a bunch of units out. Not that it matters, I don't get guns from this. If we get some good rolls, we can actually push over the river into Hanover. Okay. That's gross. A naval invasion, which I really do not want to see right now. Holy shit! They have a lot of cocks. I mean, they're defending cocks half and a lot. 3 naval invasions at the same time. That is it for Denmark. I can't defend this, especially not right now. Denmark was merely a setback. Oh no. They're starting to stack on the north as well. I didn't even mean to push here. I wanted to push into this tile and just pin here. What the? We have some elite soldiers. Can we? Can we? Not right now. Not a naval invasion on Hamburg right now. We are so busy right now. Bro, that naval invasion into Hamburg just messed me up so much. It took my mental away from this. Because we easily could have encircled them properly here. Well, I guess I'll take it. It's 12 divisions gone. Better than nothing. better than nothing. No. That one goddamn naval invasion in Denmark. Okay, never mind, it's over. Okay, can we make it into Rostock? Nice, 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 nice. And with that, the Hannover-Hamburg front is just getting turned into one. And that just is a death blow. 107 divisions. Wait a minute. Technically, if I never take this tile, I won't have to mend this part of the border with the Soviets. I can create my own buffer state. I'm just innovating the game more and more. I don't think it's particularly useful though, but innovation strikes yet again. One thing that's nice is we have a ton of trains in stockpile, so we don't really need to worry about that for now. One of those times where incompetency is kind of nice for me. 72 reserves, and it's just one tank attacking me. In Leipzig, in Dresden, attack Dresden. Complain about the north collapsing again. Pin here. And ideally we can just crush into Leipzig now. We gotta do a little bit of pinning again. That gave us so much efficiency and so many factories and steel. I don't really like this spot, but there's just two bitch-ass light tanks in here without equipment, so I might as well push into Küstrin. That gives us another state with another 9 mill factories. If we get Erfurt, we can also get Thüringen completely. It's not super high on the priority list. For a short time, we actually had a surplus of guns. We had daily production of guns. If we can get a daily production of guns, it's over. Then the Allies have completely lost without cheese. Look at it. We have a green number here. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna fire Goebbels. Your propaganda is not working. The war is not going good. Because it's going well. Never mind. It's going horrendous. Bro, the Allies are starting an offensive again. That's not fair. I can't deal with that. We're about stable right now. Hovering around 0 infantry equipment. Can invest a little bit more into AA and such. This tile is absolutely ass to get. Same with Vienna, but I should actually try and get this tile first. Because these two tiles I cannot reinforce properly. If there's any trouble whatsoever. Look at this. It's a small pocket, but we just got the streamlined line as well. Which means this number will just go up. Line will go up. It will always go sideways, but it will always also go up. Also, thanks to a couple of donations. 15 factories. Plus the steel and the coal. The coal. We don't have any deficits anymore. I don't even need Göring. 400 guns a day. America, you can blockade all the oil shipments that you want. It doesn't matter. I have my own. My 163 milliliters units of oil. I don't need more than that. It is so satisfying to just click. Oh wait, if I take Hannover, I should get the state, right? I thought we already had it, which is why I didn't push into it, but that gives us more factories. Just two insanely important pushes going on at the same time. This one to get the factories and resources back. This one so that Denmark and subsequently North Germany does not fall. Oh, fuck's sake, Alter. Fuck! There's one tile down here. I didn't see that one. Super heavy artillery unlocked. And it is time to turn the war around. Bro, they just... Oh no! I've reached that part of the game where just every other second I'm gonna get a naval invasion. I still am dealing with 2 other naval invasions right now and another one from the British come. The Soviets are defending Küstrin more than the Allies are defending Germany. George, I can't believe it! The British are innovating their war tactics as we speak. They're doing the same thing that they've already done 15 times, but it's working. It took you this long to invade Iceland? Sure, you can have it. There's only ice there anyway. Can I have Lüneburg though? Is for me? Is for me indeed. Maybe I can get Küstrin back. Like some deranged lover. Surely this will win Küstrin over. Ah, it works! You should call your ex! It will definitely work out this time. Especially if it's 3 AM right now. Come on, you have to call her now. Right now is the best time, because right now she has to think of you. What else would she be doing at 3 AM? Okay, never mind. It was a dumb idea. You should not call her right now. It is 3 AM. What? Of course you should call her at 3 AM. This would never be a dumb idea. We'll gain 1.4k truck. Es verdad? Es verdad? Wait a second. Then I'm just gonna add field hospitals. Oh, we are losing Hannover. Ah, but that holds. Come on, that holds. Any day of the week Hannover holds with... Oh, okay, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Oh, I just deployed my divisions. The Allies started some type of offensive. What the hell is going on? They just randomly woke up. Excuse me? They can take Küstrin, but Stettin? Bro, no. It is very nice that the Japanese transferred our former German colonies. It's just a shame that they don't have any anymore. I don't know what I'm doing with the allies right now. I'm just clicking. I'm just clicking them and they submit. Look at that. Please don't flee. Now we have the river line for the entire West Bank. I don't think I can defend this offensive. Do you have any units? No, I can't deploy anything else either. Send these guys here. That's 24 additional divisions. This does make the Soviet front very weak, but it just has to be at this point. Why are the British suddenly attacking so much, man? Desperate defense. It's just weird that this suddenly happens. They sat on their asses for 2 years. It's 1946. Japan has already died. Nobody has done anything to the allies, and suddenly they are realizing, fuck, man, we can also just attack. Okay, wait. Units, it is time. Use the mighty German Kriegsmarine to its fullest potential. If it weren't for the allied offensive that's coming in February, then this would be so chill. It's just a fucking horde. My guys get no rest, no time to just think about their wives at home. Or husbands, although I don't think that's very likely. 23 Yugo divisions. Or I guess 15 and a couple of Turks. Can we get Hannover now? We should be able to. Pin everywhere again. Hannover is safe. There is no reason for me right now to push into the Soviet Union. I guess I get more mission efficiency by controlling more land, but that is the only reason why I would push in there. Oh, we lost Küstrin again. The Balkan Initiative by the UK. They do have a Balkan Initiative going. That's true. We lost Küstrin again. That is the only thing happening on the Eastern Front. Everything is quiet on the Eastern Front. And the UK offensive is starting. I'm not the Balkans. You don't have to start your initiative against me. I just can't be asked to micro this. If it wasn't the entire front, I'd be fine with it. Oh no. I can't lose Sachsen. That's the problem if I push into the Soviets. My units will just reshuffle and we will neglect the East and the West. And I really need, like, Hanover, Erfurt, and now Sachsen as well. Like, these are just so important. We still lost Küstrin! Mann, Alter! Genuinely, the Soviets have one task. They got one task from the Allies, and that's all they do. Piss me off in Küstrin. If only I had a dictionary and I knew the definition of insanity. Same tactic, just different. If I don't unpause, it's actually kind of chill. And I immediately get a naval invasion. I don't think it would have mattered if I cleaned up this pocket, because I'm just getting spammed by naval invasions regardless right now. Sometimes the Allies are just starting offensives. I guess that's kind of nice that they're communicating, coordinating. But fuck off, man. And as you can see, I also gave up. I spent 4 hours trying to make this game work, but it just didn't. I really wanted to beat the Allies fair and square, but at this point I had to bust out the port encirclement strat. I saw no other way out. Soviets are starting an offensive again. They are getting Küstrin. Okay, we lost Küstrin again. That's okay, but we did get a small pocket here. I'm just here to suffer. Every night I can feel Küstrin. We have Hannover, we have Erfurt, we have Küstrin. We are in the strongest position that Germany has ever been. There we go, Donetsk. With 4 submarines, you are the king of the sea. And without fuel. This might be one of the first times that somebody put air on low fuel priority and navy higher than it. We are gonna take Bremen. In these, we are not going to take Bremen. It is a silly place. No, please. I need this. Just because I wanted Bremen. Maybe I can deter the Allies by pushing down here. I feel like so far this has been a relatively decent way to stop Allied offensives or AI offensives. Whenever I'm pushing a lot, they They just don't. Oh, no. The British tanks are here. It's over. It's over. I am of the firm belief that if I had AA, if I had a little bit of AA, they wouldn't be able to push us. I'm really sorry for doing this here, like, but my spirit is crushed. I've done the best I can. I have a job. I have a real life. I'm doing this in my free time. Even with this, it's still gonna be a huge fight. Because if there's one offensive, we lose entrenchment and they will just push us through. At this point, this is like a fucking RTS, man. Just having to go back to this one every few seconds and then keeping up the offensive, because I know if I don't, the allies will start pushing at some point. There we go. This way we get planning bonus. Mainly useful against those tanks. Pin them. And let's see if we can put a little bit of pressure on them. Nice! Stack wiped. That's why we're not getting any support, any AA. We are producing 3 a week. And we lose 3 a day. Since we have a huge surplus of guns already, I am just gonna invest into AA a little bit more. 2 tiles around Berlin are very close to collapsing. I am gonna add shovels. This is getting a little bit too risky for my liking. This does mean that our support equipment will just get shredded. We can get support equipment again later, but for now we just need to survive. No, I lost my pocket. Okay, whatever. This is it then. I dealt quite a bit of damage with this, and now we try. They haven't stopped pushing since the start of the game. If I do some pinning maneuvers, I feel like we should be able to take them now. Get Lüneburg under the boot. Thüringen, more factories, more steel. Can I immediately take it? If we're lucky. Okay. We got a pin. That gave us Sachsen, and we're effectively in the positive for equipment production. There we go. That's how you get a naval invasion. Shit. It's never boring in Hoi 4. The moment things are starting to look up, you just have to get reminded that you're playing Hearts of Iron 4. I find it funny that the Soviets are just sitting here. They're not even manning the front properly, while the Allies have lost 30.7 million. Only missing 850k. 850. I'm almost there. Soon it's over. It'll all be over, and I'll finally have my final stroke. The Soviets, they are just inting. I'm just inting. I can't believe it. The Soviets have actually done it. They have won the war by distracting me. I did lose 2 units, but who gives a shit? No. You may not. Bro, why did you attack? I told you to chill in Kiel. Why the fuck did he attack just now? Why is there only 1 guy in Küstrin? No. The Allied offensive is starting. If I didn't have this pocket in my ass, I could actually deal with it. What the fuck happened here? That's not great, but we're cleaning up 1 and 2 and 3. This one fucking naval invasion is just screwing me over completely. Can take Dresden back, they will all be encircled. And the thing is, they don't have good units in here. And just like that. All we gotta do is pin. Just pin. And just like that. Yes! Took out the pocket and we got Dresden back. Soviet counteroffensive. Oh, no. I have to shuffle around here. This guy needs to be in Odense. This entire front is so fragile right now. Just want to get rid of the fucking Hamburg pocket, man. But I can't. That was the one thing that wasn't allowed to happen. The only way I can win this is if I can crush them quickly. If they get a chance to reinforce Aarhus or this one in Jylland, it's over. Holy shit. The moment I get 1 second to breathe and potentially clean up this pocket, finally, another naval invasion. There is no shot. They're so low on strength here, man. No, I don't want this. Well, World War III time. Ideally, we clean up this pocket. We're probably gonna push into the Soviets a little bit. Cuba! How did Cuba join the Allies? Perfect. Now they have the Full encirclement penalty. Might as well put a little bit on RT. My one super heavy howitzer that I really want. The rest I'm gonna chuck on AA for now. Ah! Never mind. Lucky that I checked here. Lucky that I still had this little pocket, because otherwise we would have lost all of our coastal garrisons and the game would have ended in a couple of months. So long as the allies are not starting any new offensives. Like, I feel like they should be mostly preoccupied with the Soviets right now. Especially because there's so many borders that they have with the Soviets. Wait, they're also at war with... How did they get to war with China? Let's see. Westphal. If we get Dortmund, Dortmund is probably the best thing to get right now. Ooh, and then if we get Essen, look at the coal in there! We actually got Warsaw. We got the encirclement near Warsaw, just to make holding more chill. We got reinforced memed. Oh, a single reinforced meme ends the entire front here. If I'm lucky, I can do a counter push, but I don't think we can save this. Okay, there we go. Secured it. Nothing to worry about. Not a bit to worry about. I really don't like how thin this front line is, but I think if we get Essen, we get the Rhineland. Look at this! Buddy! Look at this. Weser Ems is for me. Allies are giving up completely after I get the coal. I can integrate the Dutch as well again. That's how it looks at least. The only thing I don't like is we are just opening more and more fronts for naval invasions. We gotta pin this guy. I can't do a pin on these. That sucks. I got counter-encircled. Naval invasion in Jutland. Okay. I don't want to do this. I don't want to push into the Soviets, but look at this. That is just so much land. Just up for grabs. I'm gonna see if I can get the Baltics. That's what I get for focusing on the east for 1 minute. An allied offensive that's breaking through, and this time I don't have anything to stop it. It's just the tanks. I can't stop the tanks here. Ooh, Münster is not connected. Yeah. There's a railroad here. There we go. That's one tank out. Pin this goon, pin this goon, pin this goon. Bro! The fucking counter pin at the last second. Okay, ban this guy. We got one tank at least. Please just get these tanks out. God, the submarine task force is gone. I am gonna demobilize, since it takes a little while for the manpower to leave our pool. And that gives us 30% more factory output, which just translates to getting actual guns. Like 750 guns a day right now in our current economic situation is crazy work. Wait a minute. If I just push into Gleiwitz, there's Oberschlesien as well. Oh, I'm gonna push into Poland, but I'm not gonna push into the Baltics. I think if I were to push into the Baltics, it would just be GG. Right now against the Soviets, it still works. But the more we stretch, the harder I get. I mean, the harder it gets. Okay, one more tile. And my hubris... Oh, God, yeah. It's happening. I thought there was just 3 divisions here. Nope, it's 16. That is a shadow scheme of the Allies. Why do I have 2,500 pieces of AA in my stockpiles? I'm producing 93 a day. Okay, in that case, let's make 1,000 guns a day. That ought to put a dent in my deficit. The British are on all adults and out of manpower. This is a front line that for the most part is self-sufficient. And I'm gonna be honest, after what my generals went through, every single one of them having adaptable does make sense. This is a war where we really needed to be adaptable. I think we have to give up a couple of tiles in Poland. So long as they don't turn this into a push, I'm fine with it. I mean, we could also fall back here. Poland isn't too valuable for what we have right now. It's just gonna suck to make an ordered retreat here. That's my only issue why I don't want to do this. Never mind, it's over. Admittedly, sometimes the AI freaks out and they just leave. I don't think the AI has been doing this in this patch, but I've seen the AI do it. Too much pushage. Come on, just let me leave! If we're lucky, I managed to avoid drowning. We get another small pocket. Can I have Frankfurt? I really need it for my Hessen set. There we go, thank you. I need it for my Hessen set. Look at it, this number is green. The support equipment number will also soon be green. And having that green means that all of our good infantry has engineers. Okay, my next goal is then to just stock up on units. I can just straight up deploy 60 additional of those smaller divisions. These will be coastal garrisons and also just shoring up the defenses here and there a little bit. Oh, fuck, that was Stettin. Ah. Shit, that was a large naval invasion. A little bit doubtful that I can push this, that I can counter push it. Not a naval invasion in East Germany. Are they invading Stettin, perchance? Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Wait just a damn minute. Whoa, we did get everything from this peace deal. Except for, you know, the PRC. And we did get Moscow. Can I steal? I can steal Russian gold. Minus 193% consumer goods factories factor for 25 BP. Don't mind if I do. I got one factory from doing this, and I can finally produce stuff. Oh god, I forgot about the naval invasion. Faithful servant of Lenin as the Reichskommissariat Moskowian. Ideally, the allies will now focus on gobbling all of my Russian territory up. Time that we can spend on this. I don't entirely know what my plan is. It is strange that Poland has Böhmen. I guess it makes sense because Czechoslovakia doesn't exist anymore. It just looks weird. Oh! Interrupted the naval invasion, and we got Luxembourg, the last core of our nation. How do you not have Luxembourg as a core? How did you not reintegrate Luxembourg in Alsace-Lorraine? What? That was kind of the only reason why I pushed into here. I don't care about Saarbrücken or the Rhineland. I just wanted Luxembourg. What the fuck is my AI doing? They were paid off. Holy traitors! Those had to have been some Luxembourgians that are integrated into the army, even though Luxembourg isn't even a German core. I can't imagine who else would betray me like that. That's a lot of units. I'm just gonna see if we can strike them before they reinforce Carlsbad. It's a bit weird that they just neglect Denmark. I mean, I can understand it, but it is weird. The entire modal army is trained. Denmark is back in our boot, which also means the allied ships that are over here are stuck because we have the strait. We have 2,000 tanks in stockpile. Honestly, 10 factories on trucks and we produce 50 a day. That doesn't seem normal. 97% factory output, 140% production efficiency cap. We play on civilian. That does explain things. That does explain things. We have minus 80% lack of resource penalty on civilian difficulty. What the fuck am I getting resources for? I was wondering. I saw this earlier and I was like, 5 a week without any resources? That seems a little bit strong. But okay, yeah, it just didn't cross my mind that anybody would play anything else but regular difficulty. It took me 13.5 hours to realize this. Props to the allies for still doing so much damage with it though. I'm just gonna let my arrows speak for me. It's not the fastest blitz. I wouldn't even consider it a blitz at this point, but they are pushing. I just wanted to freak out the enemy AI, but I actually just realized that it's also gonna freak my AI out. Let's see what this does. Because now my units are properly trained and properly equipped. They don't have air, and there is the Siegfried line here. I mean, imagine, oh, somehow Luxembourg returned? They got Bitburg. I don't know how. You don't have disjointed anymore, right? Ugh, I'll actually have to push into France. It means I'll have to interact with French people. Oh, I wanted to promote Bock, huh? Well, it is too late for you now. Except for the tanks and the motorized, everything has super heavy artillery now. I don't know how many people we lose here in Maginot. And I frankly do not even care. The full frontal offensive mostly just costs us super heavy howitzers. Finally! Took a while until France capped. Look at this! This is all that France has left. I'm gonna call it here. It's been 14 hours. I did get encircled here because I was auto pushing. Stockpiles are fine. We have a deficit of super heavy howitzers because every single infantry division has super heavy howitzers and I've been auto pushing. We've dealt 60 million damage to the allies, which still means they will send another 240 million. I have another 60 divisions ready to deploy. It's just over here are mountains, I need CAS for this. Over here are mountains, I need CAS for this. Here are mountains, I need CAS for this. And if you enjoyed this video, why don't you watch this disaster save where we just started crying because it was so bad and hard.